Hey everyone! Have you ever felt like your phone is a battlefield? Every notification feels like another demand on your energy. Every message, every call, every just checking in starts to feel heavy. And then you hear it everywhere. Protect your peace, cut them off, block, delete, move on. For the longest time, I believed that was the only way. My name is Aisha, and 2 years ago, I was the queen of cutting people off. If someone annoyed me, misunderstood me, or simply drained me even a little, gone, blocked, ghosted. I told myself I was being strong. I told myself I was choosing myself. But here's what nobody tells you. After a while, the silence gets loud. My circle became so small, it felt like I was living in an empty room. And the peace I thought I was protecting, it started feeling more like loneliness wearing a fancy mask. That's when I realized something huge. Protecting your peace doesn't have to mean destroying every relationship in your life. It doesn't have to mean isolation. There's a smarter, kinder, and way more sustainable way. And today, I'm going to tell you my story, the real journey of how I learned to keep the right people close while still guarding my heart like it's the most precious thing I own. It all started one rainy evening in my apartment. I was scrolling through my phone, looking at the long list of people I had distanced myself from. Old college friends, cousins, even my neighbor who used to bring me homemade biryani every Eid. I had convinced myself they were toxic because they sometimes texted too much or asked too many questions or didn't understand my new healing era. But that night, something shifted. I remembered what my therapist had told me months earlier. Peace isn't the absence of people, Aisha, it's the presence of healthy boundaries. So I decided to try something different. Instead of cutting people off, I started rewriting the rules of how I let them into my life. And let me tell you, it changed everything. First lesson I learned, not every disagreement is a red flag. Back in the day, if my best friend Sarah forgot to reply for 3 days, I would immediately assume she didn't care and start emotionally distancing myself. Social media had trained me to label everything as toxic behavior, but real life isn't filtered like Instagram Reels. One weekend, Sarah finally called. She was going through her own burnout at work and hadn't been too overwhelmed to text anyone. When I actually sat down and told her how I felt without accusing her, she opened up too. Turns out she thought I was the one pulling away. That conversation didn't end our friendship. It made it stronger. Psychologists call this normal relational tension. Every healthy relationship has it. The key is learning the difference between occasional human messiness and actual repeated disrespect. If someone is consistently unkind, manipulative, or abusive, yes, distance is necessary. But if it's just life happening, a calm conversation or a little space can fix most things. Second big shift, I replaced avoidance with clear boundaries. I used to think boundaries meant disappearing. Now I know boundaries are like beautiful fences with gates you control. You decide who comes in, when, and how. For example, my cousin Rihan has this habit of calling me at 11 p.m. to vent about his job. Previously, I would either pick up every time and feel drained or just stop answering forever. Now I have a simple boundary. Rihan, I love talking to you, but after 9 p.m. my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Let's catch up on weekends when I'm fully present. It felt scary saying it the first time. I thought he would get offended, but he actually respected it, and our relationship became better because I wasn't secretly resenting him anymore. Boundaries can be about time, energy, topics, or even how much you share. You can say, I'm not in the headspace to give advice right now, or I don't discuss my relationship problems with anyone except my therapist. These small sentences protect your peace without burning the bridge. Third lesson, you don't have to be everyone's emotional support human 24/7. I used to be the friend who was always available. Someone's sad? I'm there. Someone needs advice at 2 a.m.? I'll reply. Someone having a crisis? Let me drop everything. But that constant emotional availability left me completely empty. I was pouring from a cup that had nothing left. One day, my younger sister called crying about her breakup, and I just couldn't. I was so exhausted, I wanted to cry too. Instead of forcing myself to be her therapist, I said something that felt revolutionary. I love you and I'm here for you, but right now I need to protect my own energy. Can we talk about this tomorrow morning when I can give you my full attention? She was quiet for a second, and then she said, "Thank you for being honest. I get it." That moment taught me saying no to someone else's emotions in that moment is not selfish, it's responsible. You cannot carry the weight of everyone's feelings and still have peace left for yourself. Fourth realization, not everyone deserves the same level of access to your heart. This was a game changer. I used to treat every person in my life like they were in my inner circle, same trust level, same emotional investment. That was exhausting and unfair to everyone, including me. Now I see relationships in layers, like an onion. Inner circle, the 3 to 5 people who get the deepest parts of me. Close friends and family, they get love and time, but not every secret. Good acquaintances, we catch up occasionally, keep it light. Distant connections, polite, warm, but limited. My old colleague Ali, for example, is funny and kind, but he loves gossip. I don't cut him off, I just don't share my personal struggles with him anymore. We talk about movies and food when we meet. That's it. No drama, no resentment. You can keep people in your life without giving them VIP access to your soul. Fifth skill that saved me, emotional detachment. This doesn't mean becoming cold, it means not absorbing every single emotion that comes my way. My mom sometimes says things that trigger me, old school advice mixed with worry. Before, I would carry that anxiety for days. Now I practice detachment. I hear her, I love her, but I don't let her fears become my fears. If a friend is in a bad mood and snaps at me, I remind myself this is their energy, not my truth. I don't have to fix it or internalize it. Psychologists call this emotional non-attachment. It's like wearing an invisible shield. You stay connected, but you don't let every wave knock you over. And the final, most liberating lesson, I stopped trying to control other people. This was the hardest one. I used to spend so much mental energy wishing people would change. If only he would text back faster. If only she would stop giving unsolicited advice. If only they understood me better. But people change only when they want to. My peace cannot depend on their behavior. So instead of trying to change them, I changed my response. I adjusted my expectations. I focused on what I could control. My boundaries, my reactions, my energy. And strangely, when I stopped trying to control others, some of them actually started showing up better. Not because I forced them, but because I created space for natural growth. Today, my life looks completely different. My circle isn't huge, but it's real. I have people I love, people who love me back, and I still have my peace. I don't feel lonely anymore. I feel grounded. Protecting your peace isn't about building walls. It's about building smart doors. Doors that open for the right people at the right time and close gently when you need rest. So if you're watching this and you've been cutting people off left and right, maybe pause for a second. Ask yourself, is this person truly harmful or am I just overwhelmed? Try setting one small boundary this week instead of one big cutoff. Try having one honest conversation instead of disappearing. Try detaching from one emotional storm instead of carrying it. You deserve peace, but you also deserve connection. The beautiful truth is you can have both. You just have to learn how. If this resonated with you, drop a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and let me know in the comments, what's one boundary you're going to set this week? Until next time, protect your peace the smart way and keep the love alive.